the birth of this idea was because I was looking at this group of lottery guys for this year's draft, and I had a really hard time identifying any guys that I didn't like. I've kind of been sold on almost all of them. And usually there's like one or two guys who I'm just not into each draft. So I went back to all the drafts, 2010 to 2019. I looked at the 14 guys who were taken in the lottery, and I separated them into 4 categories. First category, guys who have been all NBA players all the way down to fringe all-stars. So this includes everyone from like a Luka Doncic down to like a CJ McCollum. If you grab a guy in this group, you feel great about your pick. The next group is a key starter or bench player. So for this, I'm thinking of a guy like Steven Adams, where he's going to be in the league a long time. He's going to be a key part of his team's like starting unit, but he's probably not even like a fringe all-star for most of his career. Then we have role players. So for this, a guy like Terrence Ross, who maybe he has started, on his teams. He has started over the course of his career. But when you think about Terrence Ross, you mainly think about him as like a role player. And then finally, fringe or out of the league. So these are guys who are either fringe NBA players or were out of the league by like the 4th or 5th year in the league. Okay. I went through every single one of those drafts, separated guys out. And what I found was that on average in the lottery, you will find 4 guys who are all NBA to fringe all-star, 3 guys who end up being key starters or bench players, 4 guys who are role players, and then 3 who are fringe or out of the league. Now that leads us in to the last 4 drafts, including this year's. Now, if you're following us on YouTube, you see this beautiful Excel spreadsheet I have made. And Sam, what we're going to have
multicolored?
It is multicolored.
We're doing multiple years. This is great.
Oh yeah. What we're going to make Sam do is go through each of these last 4 drafts, starting with 2020. So that was the Anthony Edwards draft. And you have to pick 4 guys from that lottery who are all NBA to fringe all-stars, 3 who are going to be key starters or bench players, 4 role players, and then 3 fringe players are out of the league. And we're going to do all 4 of these draft lotteries. So it's up to you how you want to start. You could just start with Anthony Edwards and go down. If you see a guy and you're like, oh, he's definitely a whatever. So just take it away and I'll move it over for you. And
we'll start from top to bottom. So Anthony Edwards would be fringe all-star or all-NBA fringe all-star.
Yes.
LaMelo Ball will be all NBA fringe all-star.
Okay.
Obviously.
You did skip someone, but we'll keep going.
I'm kind of just trying to do it by category.
Okay.
Tyrese Halliburton would be
Yep.
In
one more.
Group.
Okay, so you've got 3 all NBA to fringe all-stars: Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton. Who would be your 4th pick? You got to choose 4.
Devin Vassell. That's an easy.
Okay. Alex and I did this. We did this on Down to Dunk, and that was the 4 that we landed on as well.
Okay.
And then fringe out of the league. Let's go to next. I think the extremes are a little bit easier to start with for the most part.
Okay.
I would have Killian Hayes.
Yep.
Okay.
I would have Jalen Smith.
All right.
Okay.
I would have Kyra Lewis is so hard because Kyra's just had such a shit run with injuries.
Yeah.
It could be the reason, though.
I think
that could be the reason.
I think you have to throw him in there, unfortunately.
Yeah. And by the way,
I feel
Sam,
bad about that.
It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. However, if you do ever get to a point, because I know you talk to a lot of agents, if there's ever a point where you're going to get into trouble, you just throw it over to me and Andrew, and we'll make the decision for you.
Yeah, that's not. Look, I can talk around that with them.
And also, don't feel any pressure to put Thunder players higher than you really want to. If you think Josh Giddey's a fringe NBA player, we will not quibble with you. Okay.
Fringe MVP candidate, Josh Giddey.
That's right.
Key starter / bench player. I still believe in Pat Williams on that level. Like, I think he has a chance to be that.
Yeah. Shot it well.
I would also put Onyeka Okongwu in that mix.
Okay. Yep. So you got one more in the key starter or bench player category.
And I would go Isaac Okoro, I think. He's so limited. Honestly, I would have the rest in role player, but I mean,
you have to. You have to.
Okay, so there you go.
2020 is done. All NBA to fringe
how
all-star.
similar does that look to you guys?
Pretty similar.
Very similar.
I think I think we had Who do we have? We had one person. I think we might have had James Wiseman as fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Reasonable.
for all NBA to fringe All Star, Sam picked Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Vassell. Key starter or bench player, Patrick Williams, Okongwu, and Okoro. Role players, James Wiseman, Obi Toppin, Denny Avdia, and Aaron Naismith. And then fringe or out of the league, Killian Hayes, Jalen Smith, Kyra Lewis Jr., who we feel bad about because mostly injuries. Okay, 2021. Now this one, especially at the top, I think is pretty juicy because you only get to pick 4 in the All NBA, and this was a very good draft.
You're a monster, Alex.
Yes,
I
I am.
Very clear about this.
This is tough. This is so tough at the top.
Okay, so let's start at the end because I think the end is actually also very difficult. Let's go on ahead and move Josh Primo out of the league.
Yep.
For non-talent reasons.
Already happened.
Yep.
Go on ahead and move James Bouknight over there as well.
Yep. Okay. One more.
And then, oh God. I think Zaire Williams has to be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think those are our 3 as well. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And I do just want to be clear, like you're putting me into a box here. I would not have Zaire Williams in this if I was able to like not have to pick 3, basically.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a class where there's not.
You're being forced to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fringe All-Star, Cade.
Okay.
Evan Mobley.
All right. Yep. You get to choose 2 more.
All right.
Franz Wagner.
All right. One more.
All right.
Who's it going to be? You don't have to cater to us.
Don't feel like you have to cater.
Just go.
Yeah, no. Heart. Let's go to key bench and starter real quick.
Okay.
Cliffhanger. Jalen Green and Jalen Suggs
starter
in there.
Okay.
Yep. I'm a believer in Suggs still. I want to be very clear about that.
Okay.
It is like a starter. Like, I think he's going to be good, given how good his defense is.
A good outcome.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I need to save one of those spots. And then move over into role player. I would, for what it's worth, I would have Moses Moody in key starter / bench as well. If you weren't boxing me into 3 here.
Oh, really? Okay.
I still believe in Moody to a pretty real level. But Moses Moody, Chris Duarte, Davion Mitchell, Jonathan Kuminga into role player.
So it comes down to Scotty Barnes and Josh Giddey. One will be an All-NBA to a fringe All-Star player. The other one will only be a key starter or bench player. And Sam, who are you going to go with?
I, again, just want to be... So here, how about this? Can I trade a 2022 guy for a 2021 guy?
No,
because we're doing averages.
No, you cannot. We are not doing averages
We're doing
anymore.
Averages, Alex.
There's no trades. You're have to ruin one fan base's weekend.
This is you have to make somebody's coffee taste bad here.
You have made me feel terrible and ruined my day during trivia multiple times, just getting obliterated. And this is by far the worst that I feel.
Yeah, this was a really tough one. This was a really tough one. We ended up even moving these guys around quite a bit during our discussion, just because of like the feelings that came up amongst these particular players. I think
Giddey to all-star, Scotty Barnes to key starter.
And you're not doing that because of us.
I am not doing that because of you. I think that Josh's feel for the game is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And to be 100% clear to Raptors fans who are going to yell at
Cut this part. Andrew, cut this part. Don't let him say
it. I would, if this game was not absolutely draconian in structure, I would have Scotty Barnes as a all-NBA fringe all-star player.
Yeah. That's the right. And what it does is just like highlights how amazing that 21 class was.
It was great.
Correct.
It was great.
That
Okay,
is a
so
great
that was the
draft
21
So
draft.
good.
But by
Sam?
the way, the one that people will be mad at me about is the fact that I have Cade Cunningham in All NBA Fringe All Star.
Well,
That is
he was
my
one of your
prediction.
favorite prospects.
Yeah, and he was great like up until he got hurt this year. He had like a
Yeah.
4-game bad start and then like killed for the next 8 or whatever he played.
Yeah. And now he's ripped.
Yeah,
Is he really?
Always going to happen.
That's what people on Detroit Twitter say.
Oh, really?
Twitter.
I just saw that Alperen Şengün
Many
is
people
7
are
feet
saying
now. That was also on Twitter.
Many people are saying Alperen Şengün is 7 feet now.
Okay, Sam, 2021 draft. Sam, for the All-NBA to Fringe All-Star, picked Cade, Mobley, Franz, and Giddey. Key starters or bench players, he picked Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Scotty Barnes. Role players, Chris Duarte, Moses Moody, Davion Mitchell, Kuminga, and then Primo, Bouknight, and Zaire Williams out of the league. Now, this is where it gets super hard because this just happened. The 2022 draft. This is, if you thought that was bad,
this
wait
isn't
for
that
this.
hard for me.
Oh, really?
Paulo
Okay, let's go.
and Chet into All NBA Fringe All Star.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams into Fringe into that group as well.
Yep. Not catering to us.
Who'd you say? You said J-Dub and who? Or
I
did you
haven't
not
said
pick
one
it?
yet.
Oh,
He hadn't said another one yet. No. This is where I got stuck here too. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
who's the
it's
fourth
either
guy?
Sharp or Ivy. I think I would go Ivy just because we've seen more of him
Okay.
and I feel better about it. I just feel like that's a safer bet at this stage of the process. But I think that Sharp has that kind of upside, and Sharp would be my pick for key starter and bench, like off the jump here.
okay.
Mhm.
I would have Jeremy Sohan in that mix.
Mhm.
Okay.
See, like this is now the problem as well. I would actually have quite a few of these guys in
No, he
that
wouldn't.
mix.
No. He can't.
Impossible.
He's
Only
not
one more.
allowed.
Like I guess like I have to put Keegan Murray there because Keegan Murray has already done this.
That is true.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Ooh. Oof.
You know what? Do me a favor, flip Sohan and
Really putting Sam's feet to the fire.
Yeah, this is a tough. This range is tough for this one.
take Sohan off real quick.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You don't even want to see his name. He's gone
So-
from the draft.
Into the fringe out of the league, I want Johnny Davis.
Okay.
Yep.
I want Ousmane Dieng,
Yep.
Mhm.
and I want Agbaji.
Okay.
And again, I would not actually have Agbaji there.
Yeah.
And
I think
then-
those are the
okay.
three we settled on as well. Is that right, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I would have Mathurin and Dyson Daniels as a role player.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Duren, and Jeremy Sohan left. And there is 2 role player spots left and 1 key starter or bench player left.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I think all 3 of these guys are going to be like key starters, like bench players.
Actually, it's not possible. Only 3 of them can
Only
be.
3. Yeah.
Based on the rules.
Yeah, that's
Based
nice
on
that
the
you think that,
rules.
but actually
Impossible.
that can't happen.
Yeah. I will go.
Did you not struggle with Ben Mathurin at all? In key starter
Not in
bench?
comparison to these 3 at
Okay.
the very least. Look, like
Okay.
I would also have Ben Mathurin in key starter / bench, but
Okay.
again, I'm now deciding like for 1 out of 3 spot, like 1 spot for 3 guys, and I have all 3 of these guys ahead.
Mhm.
Put Duren into role player.
All right.
Yep.
Again, I don't feel great about that. Put Jabari Smith into starter.
Okay.
All
I would
right.
still
Yeah.
bet on him, and then put Sohan into role player. Again,
Now, as
like-
hard as you said that was, like, look back here. Like, we have had some awesome years, like 2018 and 2017.
correct.
there was
which is
10
why this
and
game is
9.
bad, Adam.
No,
or Alex.
no,
I just called you
no.
Adam because I'm angry at you.
It's a good way to insult Alex. It's calling him Adam.
Adam.
I think teachers would do that to Alex and I in high school. They would call us Adam, and when they were mad at us.
Yeah, it was super rude. Okay, so now we get to 2023, this year's draft, and for obviously we don't know who's going to be in the lottery. I went by your mock draft today, except I subbed out Jalen Hood-Schifino for Kobe Buffkin
because it's the right decision.
No, because I want you to be forced to put him in the fringe out of the league category and anger Andrew.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so the way I'm going to explain how I'm going to think about this is in terms of like confidence intervals, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Like, I think that, like, I have Asar Thompson at number 9.
Right.
I think Asar Thompson is awesome. I think he's a great kid. I think like I am a huge fan of him. I'm going to put him and Koulibaly into fringe / out of the league.
Okay.
Because I think that at the end of the day, what I'm trying to figure out is like the highest upside of this happening if like a specific thing does not work. So like if Asar does not shoot, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Koulibaly is just, I've explained Koulibaly on the show already previously. Like he's an bet. Like this is a total, guesswork.
Low floor, high ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah. Third guy I'm going to put here is Cason Wallace.
Ooh.
Oh.
And why is that?
Because he's small.
Okay.
And small defense first guys, I think, have a higher bust rate than what people think.
Okay. Yeah.
Very interesting. Like if he is a 35% catch and shoot guy, it becomes like somewhat difficult for him, I think.
Yeah.
I thought you navigated that well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. It's gravy
Victor,
from here.
Scoot, Cam Whitmore, Amen into all NBA fringe all-star.
Okay.
I believe that was our choice as well.
I think so. Yeah. We had Kaysen in role player, and I think we had Lively just because mostly we were doing a Thunder show, and it's like I know Lively's been linked to the Thunder in some ways, but I just have a hard time believing that they would take a big.
Brandon Miller, Jarris Walker into key starter bench.
Okay.
Got one more slot for key starter bench with Hendricks, Anthony Black, Grady Dick, Kobe Buffkin, Derek Lively.
Yeah, so Grady Dick, Kobe Buffkin, Derek Lively into role player.
So it comes down to Taylor Hendricks and Anthony Black.
Ooh. Two guys I really like. Two very different players.
You know what the crazy thing is? So you said that like you had Lively like fringe out of the league. Like I'm like actually considering Lively as like key starter bench just because I think that like he's going to be really good on defense. Like he just is kind of.
Okay.
Okay, you're sure that I can't trade Onyeka Okongwu and Isaac Okoro into role player, right?
Nope.
No.
Sam Vecenie believes that Isaac Okoro is going to be a key starter or bench player for his career. You've decided that. I can't change it.
I'm going to go Anthony. I hate you both. This is the meanest thing you've ever done to me.
You were so excited when you knew it wasn't trivia, and now it's going the other way.
This is so much worse, guys.
I was going to say so much worse. The pain goes away fast with trivia. This is like a slow burn.
People are going to be able to take
because the amount of anger that is going to like get into my mentions is palpable.
It's going to be great
because of you, Alex Spears. Because of you, Adam Spears.
You won't even care. You're going to be watching the Ashes, you know. You're gonna be.
That's true. You're gonna be fake holding your little trophy. You know.
Yeah, you won't care about your
You're
mentions.
gonna be fine.
My real trophy, just fake holding Phil Kessel. By the way, 3-time Stanley Cup champion Phil Kessel.
Wow.
Hey, great job, Phil. From Slam and Jam. Great job, Phil.
Congratulations, Phil. This is some great stalling happening right now.
It is. Go with Anthony Black into key starter bench and Taylor Hendricks into role player.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
So to recap for 2023, Wembanyama, Scoot, Whitmore, and Amen Thompson as All NBA to Fringe All Star. Brandon Miller, Jarris Walker, Anthony Black as key starter bench players. Role players: Grady Dick, Buffkin, Lively, and Hendricks. And then fringe out of the league: Sar Thompson, Koulibaly, and Kaysen Wallace.